Welcome to the new OvoControl Pigeon video. This is Eric Wolf and I am CEO of Analytics, the makers of OvoControl. OvoControl is birth control for birds, and the first question new customers always ask is, how does it work? What you see in the video is an automatic feeder. Watch the birds descend on the bait after it triggers. Once the feeder triggers, the birds vacuum up their breakfast. To be effective, pigeons must receive a small dose of OvoControl each day. However, instead of having a person feed the birds each morning, we use an automatic feeder that is programmed to dispense the bait and do all the work. The feeder broadcasts the bait and works similar to a rotary fertilizer spreader. The bait must be scattered to ensure all birds have an opportunity to feed on the bait. This particular video was taken on a rooftop in San Diego, California. These birds have been on the OvoControl program for 18 months and are fully conditioned to the feeding routine. The flock was originally 160 birds. It is now closer to 60. Unlike a regular bird feeder that the birds can eat from all the time, this one dispenses OvoControl bait just once a day, usually in the early morning when the pigeons are really hungry. The feeder is equipped with a clock and a controller that is programmed to trigger the feeder at precisely the same time each day. Analytics did not invent these automatic feeding machines. We borrowed the technology from wildlife and fish feeding where they have been used for more than 30 years. They are designed for outdoor use and withstand the elements. It does not take long to condition pigeons to the baiting program. In as little as a few days, the same birds will show up each morning. The pigeons come to expect their predictable morning feeding and will begin to arrive 15 minutes before feeding time, waiting impatiently for the feeder to trigger. The application rate for OvoControl is just 1 pound per 80 birds per day. That is equivalent to 5 grams per bird, or roughly 15% of their daily diet. The feeder is calibrated to ensure that it applies the appropriate amount of bait each morning. Some birds will consume more or less than others, although too much will not hurt them. With properly conditioned pigeons, the feeding process is completed in less than 3 minutes. A few birds will stick around for 10 minutes, hoping the feeder will trigger again, although they are disappointed. Once the birds finish feeding, they fly off and continue their daily foraging routine. The cycle repeats every 24 hours. Thank you for your interest in OvoControl. Please contact Analytics for further information.